archiṣmānarchitaḥ kumbhō viśuddhātmā viśōdhanaḥ aniruddhō'pratirathaḥ pradyumnō'mitavikramaḥ.
Archiṣmān means very, very luminous, effulgent, just like the sun. The sun in the afternoon is white, blazing sun. So luminous it is. It's very difficult for us to see it with our eye. It will hurt the eye. So much of dazzling light is coming out of the sun. It is very luminous, it is very effulgent. One sun over there. In the Bhagavad Gita 11th chapter, when the Lord reveals his Vishwarupa to Arjuna, Arjuna describes what he is seeing in front of him. And he says, just as if 1,000 suns rise up in the sky at one and the same time, how would the effulgence be? How would the luminosity be? Even one sun we cannot see with our eyes. It will hurt the eye. He says 1,000 suns rising up in the sky at the same time. That is the brilliance that I am seeing in front of me, is what Arjuna says. That's why Bhagavan, before he shows his Vishwarupa, he says, with your two physical eyes, Arjuna, you cannot see my Vishwarupa. It's not possible for you to see with your eyes. I will give to you special eyes. Divyam dadami te chakshuhu. I will give to you the special eye with which you will be able to see. See in quotes over there. See my Vishwarupa. It's the eye of knowledge with which Arjuna is seeing. It's an inner eye which the Lord, with the grace of the Lord, his eye of knowledge, it's like it is opened. Bhagavan has with his grace allowed his eye of knowledge to open up. It's just a way of saying. So that Bhagavan says, I will give to you. And with the eye of knowledge, Arjuna is able to see the Vishwarupa darshan, the Lord's Vishwarupa. So Archiṣmān means he is the source of all light. Just like 1,000 suns come, we can imagine what will be the brilliance. We can't even open our eyes over there. When Bhagavan showed his Vishwarupa again, when he went as a peace ambassador in the Mahabharata, just before the war, Yudhishthira says, please try once more peace. He shows his Vishwarupa there. Many of them could not see it. They closed their eyes. Why? Dazzling it is. Brilliant it is. Why? He is the source of all lights. In the Kathopanishad it comes. One shloka is there. And normally in ashrams and all, when they do an arati, they usually chant this shloka. He is the one who has given light to all the natural sources of light which we are aware of. There are 5 natural sources of light: sun, moon, stars, lightning and fire. There is no 6th. Natural sources. All of them are very brilliant. Who gives to them light? Bhagavan alone gives to them the heat and light. 7th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says over there, I am the brilliance in the brilliant. I am the heat and the light, and I am the effulgence in the sun. So because he is there, the sun shines. And of course, the sun's light is what is reflected in the moon, but still, he is there, therefore we have moonlight. He is there in the fire. Therefore, we have the heat and light, the brilliance we are talking about. Lightning strikes and goes. It's so brilliant. These streaks of light over there. I am the light. And the stars. No doubt they are twinkling, but they are all very, very brilliant. They are so far away that they appear very dim to us. So 5 natural sources of light. What is that source? Behind all these natural sources which gives light to all of them, it's Bhagavan. Therefore, when we light up the karpura, the camphor, from the flame that is there, the lighted lamp that is there, and then do an arati to the Lord, we want to see the Lord in the light of the camphor. Because in most of the temples, they don't have artificial lights inside. So it's very dim inside, only lamps burning on either sides. So the image over there, the deity over there is very, we can't see it clearly. So in the Karpura Arati, in the light of the camphor, when the Pandit is waving it over there, we are able to see the beautiful deity over there. So the shloka which is there in the Kathopanishad, it says over there in Paramatma, the sun does not shine. In the sense, with the help of sun's light, I can't see him. But with the help of sun's light, we can see everything else. So everything else, we use the sun's light, we use the moon's light, or we use a lamp fire. When lightning strikes, we can see so many things around us and about us. So all things are illumined by the 5 natural sources of light. Can they illumine the Lord for us with the help of sun's light or moon's light, or with the help of Agni Bhagavan? Can we see Parabrahma, the Brahman of the Upanishad? No. Why? He is the one who gives to them all light. So when he is just behind them all, then they are able to illumine things for us. So how can these natural sources who draw their light, very vitality and light from Paramatma, how can they illumine him? Not possible. So therefore, archiṣmān, architaḥ means to do archana. He is worshipped. Constantly by everybody he is worshipped. It doesn't mean only going to the temple and praying or going to the puja room and doing a namaskar. Archana means just to constantly invoke him. All of us are constantly invoking him only. Whichever deity we are all worshipping, ultimately it is Brahman alone whom we are all worshipping. Why? Brahman himself takes different forms. The names may be different, forms may be different. Why? Truth is one. Brahman is one, Lord is one. He takes on different names, different forms, different qualities, and then there are a whole lot of beautiful glories around him and about him, or around her and about her. So therefore, Architaḥ means he is the only one who is being constantly worshipped by everybody. Ultimately, all of us are worshipping him only. It's like saying all roads lead to Rome. So we are all now in the by-lanes. Small little gullies we are all in. So slowly we have to walk in our small narrow lanes and then reach maybe bigger crosses and bigger main roads. Bigger means then it will lead us to big grand main road. Then from there onwards we go onto the state highway. Then from the state highway we will walk the national highway. And when we walk the national highway, sure we will reach him. So all of us are in some form or the other constantly invoking him only. Maybe through somebody, maybe indirectly, but all of us are pursuing, all of us are walking towards him only. Some are ahead of us, some are behind us. But somewhere we are all there. So that's why again Tyagaraja Swami writes a very beautiful song, Chakkani Rajamargamu. Rajamarga means we can say royal way, royal pathway, or we can say the national highway, then the expressways now. When there is a beautiful road over there, expressway to take you straight to him, why are you going in the by lanes over there and the service roads over there and get caught up there? Because something is there tempting over there, when we go into the service, or we take the smaller little roads which lead us to the cities, towns, villages, we get stuck over there. And again we have to come back to the national highway and then resume our journey. So he says you're all wasting time amongst the sense objects by taking up to these small little by lanes. Why don't you walk, why don't you take the expressway or the highway? Chakkani Rajamargamu. Such a beautiful, great, grand road is there. We are on one end, Bhagavan is on the other end. Why not take that road? Why do you go into these by lanes? Why do you divert? What distracts you? Is what he says. So Architaḥ, one who is worshipped, he alone is fit to be worshipped. Dasaru says again, Hadidare ninnanne haduve, bedidare ninnanne beduve. If at all I need to invoke, I will invoke only you. You're the only one fit to be invoked. Nobody else. Who can help us? Ultimately, it's only the Lord who can help us. In another song he writes, Laksha Vaidyariddaru Pakshivahanana Daya Illadiddare. There may be a lakh doctors around us and about us, the best ones. But if the Lord's grace and blessings is not there on us, what can the doctors do? What can anybody do? If we sit down and inquire into the reality of the situation, nothing will happen in our lives unless and until the Lord's grace and blessings is there on us. And how can we draw from Him His grace and blessing? We must become fit for it by only invoking Him. Constantly we invoke Him. Again Dasaru writes, Purandara Dasaru's small little cute little songs, simple Kannada. But his guru called all of them as Purandara Upanishad. So he says, Narajanma bandaga nalige iruvaga Krishnayana Bharade. Why should you say only Krishna when you go to the puja room or into the temple? Start saying Krishna, Krishna every time. Every step, keep saying Krishna. We don't have to say it loudly, we can say it inside of us. When you're inside the house, say Krishna. When you're outside the house, say Krishna. Krishna or our Ishta Devata. The name of our Ishta Devata. When we are eating, say Krishna. When we are feeling full, say Krishna and get up. When we are getting up in the morning, very, very reluctantly, say Krishna and get up. Don't make some funny noise and then get up. So for everything he says, bring Him in. Means constantly we are worshipping Him. A 9th chapter, Bhagavan says, whatever you are doing, do for me. Anything. You are receiving anything, say Krishna and take. If you are giving something, say Krishna and give. So for everything we bring the Lord into our lives. That is called as constant worshipping Him or constantly invoking Him. We can do it 24/7, 365 days. Going off to sleep, Krishna, Krishna. Getting up, Krishna, Krishna. So anything, we are cooking, say Krishna, Krishna. For everything, whatever we are adding sequentially into our sambar or whatever we are making, we can use the Lord's name and so we invoke Him and do. And cook whatever we are cooking, in every stage we can invoke Him. Then our karma will become a yajna. Our work will become a worship. So He alone ultimately is the one who is fit to be worshipped, who is fit to be invoked. Architaḥ, kumbhā. Kumbha means pot. Pot means what? A pot is a simple, whether it's a gold pot or a mud pot. Pot is something wherein we can put some things inside it. It will stay in it. So many things are contained in a pot. Similarly, He is the biggest pot. Bhagavan is the biggest pot because in Him all things and beings are there. All the worlds are there. That is why Ganesha has got a big belly. Children ask, why is Ganesha got such a big belly? We think he only eats a lot and therefore he's got a big belly. No, all the 14 worlds are there in Him. All experiences of all things and all beings. Not only we and human beings, all are there in Him. He has stomached them all. So to indicate that to us, big belly, like the pot belly we call Ganesha, Kumbha. Kumbha means pot. So Ganesha is always described as pot bellied. When Satyabhama tried to weigh Krishna on the balance, Krishna Tulabhara, she could not weigh him with her material wealth. Why? He has got everything inside him. What a big stomach he must be having. He's like a big, huge pot. Like we say, the ocean is a big pot. Why? All waves are there in it. How much of water is there? How many aquatic creatures are there in it? It's like a huge pot. So expansive and so deep. And all waves which we are seeing is only in the surface of the pot over there, on the brim. But even that is so fascinating. Small waves, big waves, tsunami waves, they are getting created in the pot, they sustain themselves in the pot and they disappear also into the pot. So Bhagavan is like a huge big pot for all of us, like a big container wherein all the 14 worlds are there in Him. They rise from Him they exist in him, and finally everything will disappear into him also. What a big pot he must be. A nice way of calling Bhagavan, we can call him like a pot. He is a pot. And pot also full pot. The Purna Kumbha comes from this. He is the pot which is full. So therefore when we receive the Lord, or when we receive our Mahatmas, Jivan Muktas. Who are Jivan Muktas? Guru Sakshat Parabrahma. So it is Lord alone coming into our house, or entering, whatever be the function or event, whatever it is. So whenever a Mahatma is received, we don't receive him empty-handed. We receive him with the Purna Kumbha. The significance of Purna Kumbha itself is a separate topic by itself. He is Purna, and therefore Purna can be invoked only with the help of Purnatva. The fullness over here is invoking, is receiving the fullness over there. What is the fullness? The master over there, the Jivan Mukta. He is one who is all full. He is like a Purna Kumbha. We are not Purna Kumbhas, and therefore we carry a symbol of Purna Kumbha with us to invoke him. So Kumbha means full. All full Bhagavan is. And that's the suggestion that is given in the Shanti mantra which we chant, Om Purnamada Purnamidam. That is full, this is full, everything is full. From full, anything added to full is still full. Anything removed from full is still full. Purnatva. Like a pot. It is pot which is full up to the brim. You see, empty vessels make more noise. Half filled, it makes more noise. But that which is up to the brim, doesn't make any noise at all. Calm, serene, tranquil, composed. So to suggest this suggests all of it. So Kumbha means everything is in him alone. All of creation is there in him alone. He created, he is looking after, and finally everything will disappear in him. Kumbha, viśuddhātmā, one who is, Atma means soul, means a personality. Shuddha means pure. Viśuddha means absolutely pure, purest. So Bhagavan, viśuddhātmā, he is the most pure. He is the most pure. Earlier we went through Vishokaha. The same meaning over here also. Shuddha means nothing other than him in it. When we say this milk is pure, Shuddha, Vishuddha, it means not a drop of water has been added to it. So it's completely milk and milk and milk alone. Milk mayam it is. Is water added? Not even a drop, not even a droplet. So nothing other than milk is there in it. Therefore we say pure milk. Pure ghee. Nothing other than ghee is there in it. Nothing, it's not adulterated, it's not contaminated. It's only, it is and it is and it is only it. Then we say pure sugar, nothing other than it. So when we say viśuddhātmā, Bhagavan, nothing other than him is in him. Nothing in him. What about Prakriti? Prakriti cannot touch him at all. Just as now we are a pure waker. In we, the pure waker, no part of yesterday's dream is there in us. So we are a Vishuddha waker, we can say that. Nothing of the dream that we dreamt last night, whether it was plus or whether it is minus, can ever influence us as a waker. We are far removed from all that happened in the dream yesterday. Similarly, Bhagavan also, he is only, that is the meaning of Sarvam Brahmamayam. And we can use it for our deities also. Sarvam Krishnamayam, Sarvam Shivamayam. When we say Mayam, when we say it is nothing but it and it alone, or he and he alone, or she and she alone. Sarvam Devi Mayam. Nothing other than she is there. Nothing other than he is there. So everything is he and he and he alone. Bhagavan, he extends everywhere. Not only he created, he himself has become all things and all beings. What we can see and what we cannot see. What is there apart from him? Nothing is there apart from him. So in that sense, Vishuddhātmā, he is the purest, pure. Like I said, nothing other than him is there in him. How pure he must be. Nothing can touch him. Maya cannot touch him. Our samsara cannot touch him. Prakriti cannot do anything. Though she is his Shakti, she cannot do anything to him. For her to function, she needs his grace. Viśuddhātmā, viśōdhanaḥ. Viśuddhātmā again means the one who purifies all of us. He is so pure. Therefore, he is the only one who can ultimately purify us also. Nothing else and nobody can really purify us. I helped her to become good. I helped him to become good. These are all relative. But ultimately, if we have to reach him, we have to become him. He is pure, viśuddhātmā. To reach him and to experience him and to become him, we also have to reach that state of the purest state. Who can accomplish it for us? Only he can accomplish it for us, because he is that. And therefore, viśōdhanaḥ means he is the one who can ultimately purify all of us. So whatever mistakes we have done, wherever we are in samsara, whatever be our tragedies and comedies, Lord, please take away everything from me. And you alone can purify me. My antakarana has to be purified. Who can purify our mind? We say, oh, I slowly I am purifying my mind. Without God's grace, Bhagavat Kripa, none of us can purify our inner equipment. Mind is so difficult. Therefore, he is the purifier, the greatest purifier of all of us. If he enters into our life, we don't need anything, a more purifying agent than him. Automatically, we will all become pure, because we will walk the right path when he is with us. And also, viśuddhātmā means one who tests everybody. Shodhana means to test, to put us into little difficulties, to give hurdles, bring hurdles, challenges in our life so that we can cross over them, to help us to evolve. Slowly, the Lord tests us. Fire test for Sita. Gold, if it has to become pure, it has to pass through fire. Similarly, we have seen in all the biographies of all our acharyas, all our saints, now and then hurdles come in their life, challenges come. Bhagavan puts terrible tests in their life so they can rise above it, more polished over them. So he is the one who gives tests to us. He tests everybody, and then slowly when we pass the test, we go to the next level. Again he tests us again in the next level. So viśuddhātmā, aniruddha, Aniruddha, and in the same shloka, pradyumnāḥ is also coming. I am putting them both together. Bhagavan's 4 manifestations are spoken of in the Puranas. We won't go into the technicalities. They are called vyuha. So there are 4 manifestations, 4 vyuhas of the Lord. And what are they? Vasudevaha, Sankarshana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. So it's not that Krishna's son was Pradyumna, and Pradyumna's son was Aniruddha. That is the story part. And Sankarshana means for us Balarama. Balarama was Krishna's brother. So all these 4 are vyuhas, means mighty powers. Mighty powers, or mighty manifestations of the Lord. 4 are indicated. And names have been given to the 4 manifestations of the Lord, or the 4 vyuhas of the Lord. And they are Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Pradyumna and Aniruddha. So 2 of the names are being indicated over here as Aniruddha and Pradyumna. Aniruddha also means one who can never be vanquished. If anybody comes and confronts him, Bhagavan alone will win. So that also means Aniruddha. Very powerful. He is invincible when it comes to somebody else attacking him. That's one meaning. And the other meaning is one of the 4 powers of the Lord, or one of the vyuhas of the Lord, which is technically called as Aniruddha. The Chaturmasya is going on now, the 4 months, starting from Ashada Ekadashi up to the Kartika Ekadashi, Shayini Ekadashi and Prabodhini Ekadashi, 4 months. The Chaturmasya period. 4 months are dedicated to the 4 manifestations of the Lord. Each month the Lord is worshipped or invoked as Vasudeva, next month Sankarshana, next Pradyumna and next Aniruddha. This is one aspect. There is another interpretation also, which is slightly different. But in some traditions, the 4 months, who is the presiding deity or who is invoked in these 4 months, serially, one after the other, the Lord is invoked as Vasudeva, Samkarshana, Pradyumna and Aniruddha. So Aniruddha is one of them, Pradyumna is one of them. Pradyumna again means very, very rich, wealthiest person. Pra means Prakarshena, very, very, very wealthy. The Bhagavan is why we already went through. He is the Lord of Lakshmi. One whole verse was there wherein we had the Shri, 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 Shri coming in. So that is also one of the interpretations. Apratirathaḥ also means one who can never ever be challenged by any enemy. Aniruddha, we just now went. Apratirathaḥ. Anybody comes and confronts him, sure they are going to lose and get defeated, and Bhagavan alone is going to win. Why? He is Sattvastu. Satyameva Jayate. It's as simple as that. So nobody can ever challenge him. No enemy, outside or inside, can ever conquer him. Therefore, he is Apratirathaḥ. He is the one who can never be challenged. Unchallenging personality. Nobody can ever challenge him. Amitavikramaḥ. Vikrama means full of valor, full of might, full of strength. We can't even measure. Krama means steps. Vikrama means special steps. Means if we can measure the strength of somebody, again it's a way of saying, a Vikrama means one who has got endless, enormous strength, and it's being qualified by Amita over here. Mitam means finite, conditioned, measurable. Amita means infinite, unconditioned, immeasurable. So Amita Vikramaḥ means one whose prowess, valor, might, strength is infinite. And anything which is infinite can never ever be measured, can never ever be compared. So incomparable, immeasurable is the Lord's might and strength, is the meaning of Amita Vikramaḥ. 69th stanza, we will go through it in the next class.